Have you ever wondered why earning the first $10 million is considered so difficult? Why does every successful investor, entrepreneur, or business tycoon say that the first 10 million is the hardest? Whether it's Charlie Munger or Warren Buffett, both have said the same thing. The first 10 million is the ultimate test of your mindset, your discipline, and your patience. Charlie Munger, while explaining this, once said something so profound that if you truly understand it, it can change your entire financial life. Imagine standing at the base of a tall mountain. You can see its peak disappearing into the clouds above. You take your first step, and you notice many others are attempting the same climb. As you move forward, your breath becomes heavier. You keep pushing, step by step. But after a while, your mind starts telling you, "This is beyond me." And that's exactly where 90% of people give up. They sit down, make excuses, convince themselves it's not meant for them. But some people keep going. Even if they fall, they get back up. They push themselves with every step. And after countless struggles, sacrifices, and immense patience, they finally reach the summit. And the moment they stand at the top, they experience a strange sense of peace because now they understand that the hardest part is finally behind them. Descending is always easier. You just go with the flow. The same thing happens in your financial life. Your first 10 million is that mountain. In the beginning, your income is low. Savings feel difficult. Investments seem confusing. Discipline feels like a burden, and there will be times when you feel like nothing is working. But this is the exact phase where most people quit. The ones who push through this phase, however, find that the rest of their journey becomes significantly easier, because once you somehow build your first 10 million, the real magic begins. The magic of compounding. Opportunities start finding you. Your confidence reaches a new level, and most importantly, you no longer have to work hard to earn money. Your money now works for you. Today, we'll understand why earning the first 10 million feels so difficult, why everything gets easier afterward, and how you can accelerate your path to your first 10 million. Once, during an interview, a young man who was eager to become wealthy approached Charlie Munger. He asked, "I want to become very rich, at least 500 million, and I want to do it quickly. But I don't have a business idea. Can you help me?" Munger smiled and said, "I have a solution. Don't stress about earning 500 million right now. Just focus on how you can reach your first 10 million as fast as possible. Because once you reach 10 million, your net worth will grow like a rocket without any extra effort from your side. Your first 10 million will earn the rest for you." Now, some of you might be far from the 10 million target right now, but this concept doesn't just apply to 10 million. Even if you grow your portfolio to 4 or 5 million or any significant level, the magic of compounding works the same way. Benjamin Franklin once said a very interesting quote, "Money makes money, and the money that makes money makes even more money." We all know that money makes money, but the money that is generated from money grows at a much larger scale. Let's understand this with an example. Suppose you build a strong portfolio in the stock market after thorough fundamental analysis and research. You start a monthly SIP of 12,000, earning a 20% annual return. You will reach 10 million in exactly 14 years. Now, 14 years might feel like a long time, and many people wouldn't even think about 20 million after that, because by the time 28 years pass, you would be old and wouldn't even enjoy the money. But after 10 million, your net worth grows like a rocket. Let's say you stop your SIP after reaching 10 million and just let the money sit there. It took you 15 years to build the first 10 million, but the second 10 million will come in just 4 years. Then, the third 10 million will come even faster in just 2 years, because your base amount has now grown. The fourth 10 million will come even quicker. From 30 million, it grows to 35.8 million in 1 year, then 40 million the next year, and the fifth 10 million comes in just 1 year, and this process only accelerates further. Notice that it took you 15 years to earn your first 10 million, but in the next 15 years, that 10 million grew to 150 million. This is the magic of compounding. When the amount is small, compounding isn't clearly visible, but once the amount grows large, you can see it clearly. I've only talked about 15 years so far. Let's go a bit further. In the first 15 years, you earned 10 million. In the next 15 years, you earned 140 million. Over 30 years, you earned 150 million. Now, in the 30th year, that 150 million grows to 184.8 million, meaning 10 million in just 4 months. If we go one more year, in the 30th year, your 180 million grows to 220 million. That's 40 million in 1 year. And eventually, there will come a time when you earn 10 million every single month. So the 10 million that took you 15 years to earn will now come every year or in just a few months. Let's assume you start investing at age 22. By the time you were 36, you've reached your first 10 million. And when you tell your friends that by age 60 you will have 350 to 400 million, meaning you've already achieved nearly 50% of your 400 million target, nobody will believe you. But that's the magic of compounding. And that's exactly why Charlie Munger said something very powerful. Whether you have to walk, eat simple food, or live like a poor person for a few years, you must build your first big amount by any means necessary, because this is the phase that decides your future. Imagine being at a point in life where distractions are everywhere. Friends are going out, people are showing off, and social media is full of luxury lifestyles. In the middle of all that, you consciously decide you have to sacrifice right now. You cut unnecessary expenses, focus on value over branded items, and many times you even doubt yourself. You wonder, am I sacrificing too much? Am I missing out on life? But this is where your character is built, because this sacrifice is not permanent, it's temporary, and its reward is permanent. This is the time when you build your habits, saving habits, investing habits, patience habits that set you apart from others, because the majority of people sacrifice tomorrow's big freedom for today's small pleasures. But you do the opposite. You maintain discipline today so that you can live worry-free tomorrow. And slowly, when your first big amount starts to build, whether it's 4 million, 5 million, you realize that this struggle was worth it, because now the game has changed. You no longer have to work as hard for everything. Your money grows on its own, driven by the power of compounding. And the same people who once judged you will now ask you, how did you build such massive wealths, and seek your advice. Now, this concept might sound very interesting, almost magical, like just invest and become a millionaire overnight. But reality is different, because if becoming rich were that easy, every other person would be a millionaire. Very few people ever reach that level. Most people waste their most precious asset time. They start earning, but they keep delaying investing. My salary is low right now. I have too many responsibilities. I'll start once I am more stable. And because of this, their age crosses 30 or 35 before they realize it. And by the time they understand the power of compounding, it's already too late. They start investing at 35 or 40, and then they simply don't have enough time left to see their wealth multiply. And this is exactly why their first 10 million either comes too late or never comes at all. So the earlier you start investing, the better. But you can only save as much as you earn. That's why you also need to focus on growing your income. The good news is that in your 20s, you have more energy, so you can work harder, longer, by freelancing, taking multiple jobs, or starting side hustles. You can channel that energy into a focused direction, because you won't have to work that hard forever. After age 35, you can relax for the rest of your life, because if your 10 million portfolio earns 18%, your portfolio generates 1.8 million in a single year. Let me explain another interesting point. Without proper knowledge, even if you acquire massive wealth, you will still end up poor. A live example is lottery winners who win millions but end up losing everything, like Sushil Kumar from India, who won 5 million on TIS in 2011. Today, he should have had 10-20 million, but just a few years later, he was selling milk to make ends meet. So to create wealth quickly, you need three things: knowledge, capital, and time. Here's my advice for three different types of people. If you have capital but no knowledge, the social humor case could happen to you. You had money but didn't know what to do with it, and before you knew it, it was gone. So first, gain knowledge. Then, if you are in your 20s and have neither knowledge nor capital, you still have time. Use your time to earn money, invest it, and grow your wealth. Learn about the stock market, understand fundamental analysis so that you can invest your own money and grow your wealth further. But another problem arises. You consciously say, "I want to become rich." But if your subconscious doesn't believe that you can become rich, your mind will never let you take consistent action in that direction. You will start, but you won't be able to maintain discipline. You will sell in panic when the market crashes. You will take profits too early when you make some. You won't have the patience to think long term. And in the end, you will prove to yourself that it wasn't meant for you. This is why the great philosopher Henry Ford once said, "Whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, you were right. If you believe you can create wealth, you will find a way. If you believe you can't, you will find excuses." And the most dangerous part is your subconscious mind will never let you be proven wrong. It will twist every situation so that you become exactly what you believe you are on the inside. Imagine two people. Both invest the same amount in the same market at the same time, but one has a strong belief, "I can create wealth in the long term." The other has a weak belief, "I don't know if this will work." After 10-15 years, their results will be worlds apart, because the first person will stay consistent even during market crashes, see opportunities, and increase investments. The second person will panic, exit, regret, miss the re-entry, and slowly fade out of the game. And then they'll say the stock market is gambling, while the truth is it was their mindset that defeated them, not the market. So if you truly want to become rich, you don't just need strategies, you need to reprogram yourself. You need to train your subconscious to believe that wealth creation is possible and that you are capable of it. Because once that belief becomes strong, you automatically start making the right decisions. Discipline becomes natural, patience doesn't feel like effort, and consistency becomes your identity. And then, the journey that once felt impossible slowly starts to feel achievable, and eventually it becomes your reality. So remember, the first 10 million is not just built with money. It's built with your mindset and your belief.